Okay guys, this is the Sony PlayStation 5 right here. It's got released November 2020, same as the Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S consoles came out. November 2020, just 6 years ago, this got released. But then again to December 17, 2022, which was 4 years. Yep, this PS5 is supposed to have a stand that's supposed to use. And this PS5 only came with one controller. This controller came separate with this PlayStation. Yeah. Difference about the PS5 controller. The circle, triangle, square, and X buttons are not colored in. Because the square button was pink, and the triangle button was green, and the circle button was red, and the X button was blue. Just not on the PS5, because the circle, triangle, square, and X buttons are just not colored in. Yep, so just the PS1, PS2, PS3, and PS4 have the circle, triangle, square buttons colored in. Yep, the labels themselves are colored in. Yep. And I think this is a share button, and this is the menu button right here. There's a speaker right here. This is where it gets hot and stuff. Yep, just like every PlayStation controller, it has this directional pad right here. 2 analog sticks right here. And here's the touch pad right here. The PS4 controller had the touch screen pad right there. And this PlayStation controller has a USB-C port. While the PS4 controller had a micro USB port to plug it into. Yeah, it has the L2 and R2 triggers back here, and L1 and R1 bumpers back here. And the battery is inside this controller. So the way to take this apart is you have to find a way to take it apart. Is to find how to take it apart. And it has a headphone jack right there to plug into. And here's number 2. This one's the blue one. Yep. It's just like the other one over there, the original PlayStation controller. Except this one's blue. Yeah, at least it has the same layout and stuff. Yeah, like the analog sticks, the circle, triangle, square buttons, with the circle, triangle, square buttons, X buttons where it's not colored in. Yeah, and the share button and the menu buttons right here. And the speaker right here. And the thumbsticks right here. And the PlayStation button right there. The other one has it too. The PlayStation button. And the USB-C to charge it. And there's a battery in this one too. Yep. This PS5, it has clickable buttons right here. Every PlayStation has clickable buttons, except the original PS3, when it has touch-sensitive buttons. The original PS3 has touch-sensitive buttons. And here's the USB-C port and the USB port right here. And it's made by Sony, by the way. Yep, and there's also the PS5 Slim, which got released in November 2023. Just 3 years. This is 2 years ago for now, it's November 2026 this year. Maybe 3 years ago, the Sony PlayStation Slim got released that year. Yep, the PS5 user is supposed to use that stand to make it stand up. Yep, horizontal. Or you can stand up vertical, but it does come to stand in the pack. You can stand up vertical, but I'm not gonna do that today. Just gonna lay it down horizontal. On the back of this PlayStation, you have to use HDMI. It doesn't have old school AV cables you can use. Even the PS4 didn't have it either. It just had HDMI where you have to hook it up with stuff. The original PlayStation, PS2 and PS3, they all had to use old school AV cables. Some have HDMI, at least the original PS3, Fat, and the PS3 Slim have. In the PS3 Slim, Super Slim, they all have HDMIs. But just not the PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2. Those are just old. Yep, every PlayStation uses this type of power supply. Yep, except the original PS1 has a cut-out power cord that only plugs one way. And the original PS2 plugs one way too. Yep, so it just plugs one way, but that plugs either way around. Right there. HDMI, internet, and 2 USB ports. Like this, there's nothing else. Like you can't hook up audio sound to it or anything like that. And it has this key right here where you have to open it and stuff. Right there. I'm sorry on the PlayStation logo. It's really dirty. It probably has dust in it. And I do need to clean it more often. Because if you take this off, you can actually screw them. You can actually screw the stand on it. But I just like having it horizontal, like this. Yep, the, the, the model number is right here. Sony, right there. And this PS5 does have vents back here to keep the dust out. And it has it right there at the front too, that you can't even see. Yep, vents right here and vents right there. So Sony will make a PS6, but that won't be until 2027 this year. Same with the Wii U 2. They will make a Wii U 2 until November. Until 2027 this year, I hope. Yep, or January 2027, they should make it. In February for the PS6. And they'll make a PS7, probably 2031. Yep, it's a long time. Yep, Sony does make a lot of PlayStations. Lots of them. Yeah, with the PS5 Slim, it has the eject button right next to it, just slide. Yeah, and the power button on the side, and the power button on the top. While the original PS5 has the power and eject buttons right here. And they're clickable, you can hear them. So, that's it for the PS5. Like I said before, it got released in November 2020, when the Xbox Series S and the Xbox Series X got released the same year. And go watch Playmart 124, when he smashed the Xbox Series X first, then the PS5 after that. Yep, on his channel. So thanks for watching. Please like and want to see more. Bye. Oh my god.